So what's happening, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PR Scents. My name's Jose, and like I always tell you guys, here you'll find fragrance reviews for the common man and ladies at not too expensive prices. Now, we are less than 2 months for Christmas and less than 2 weeks for Black Friday. So I figured what I would do is, because I figure a lot of you guys, a lot of you ladies are going to want to buy some presents for people. And so I picked 10 of my fragrances, and they're all clones. I picked 10 of my fragrances that, one, smell really, really good, and two, the presentation is beautiful. And three, you're not gonna spend a lot of money for it. So between all those factors, I think these are great presents to give. So if you're looking for, some fragrances that are worth it, that won't cost you a lot of money, but the person you're giving them to is going to be really impressed with your knowledge, these are some of them. So if you want to know what they are, stick around and I will see you in a second. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so like I said, we've got 10 here that, one, the presentation is beautiful, two, the fragrance smells awesome, and three, they're not gonna cost you a lot of money. I mean, you're looking at probably for the most expensive one, $60, and then the cheapest one, maybe about $25. You've got quite a bit of versatility as far as what to get, and these kind of hit a lot of the different spectrums. So let's start off with this one, Fahkhar Black. Okay, and this is by Lattafa. Now, Fahkhar Black is a clone of YSL EDP, and it is beautiful. It is not by any imagination beast mode. Some people say it is. I don't find it beast mode, but it's beautiful. Really, really nice. It's got apple, lavender, vetiver. It smells a lot like YEDP, and it smells gorgeous. This is the presentation for it. Okay, wait, hold on, backwards. This is the presentation for it. Well, it would help if I had both sides. No. You open it up, okay, you've got that. You open it up, and the bottle sits right in here. So it's a really nice presentation. It's 3.4 ounces. It is an Oud perfume, and it is a really nice, mostly spring, summer fragrance, but I think you can get away with wearing this anytime because it's just that nice. Like I said, for most people, I don't think you should expect beast mode, but for the most part, it's a really, really good fragrance, and it's not gonna cost you a lot of money. So that's the first one. The second one is Eternal Oud, and it's Lattafa's Pride collection. Eternal Oud, when it came out, there was a huge, vibe over it. There was a lot of talk about it. One, for the presentation, and two, the smell is really, really nice. Now, this is supposed to be a clone of Grand Soir by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is the box. I mean, look at this size of this thing. This is the box that it comes in. And then when you open up the box, this is what you get. Okay. Look at that. Okay, now this is plastic. And the problem that a lot of people had is that a lot of the domes would be cracked when you got them. Mine was as well. But for the most part, that's just, par for the course. Hopefully they fix that problem where people are getting these things, cracked. But the presentation's beautiful. It looks gorgeous on your shelf. And this is the bottle. Okay, it is also an EDP. Look at that. That's just gorgeous, guys. You cannot go wrong with that presentation. This has plum, orchid, and vanilla in it. Oh, I love it. It's a little muskier. It's very peppery, but it's got that plum and that orchid that just gives it this really nice scent. It is really, really gorgeous. The bottle, the vaporizer is pressurized as well, which I love pressurized bottles. And the presentation is gorgeous, and it's not going to cost you a lot. Maybe in that $40 to $45 range at this point. Maybe a little less, you never know. But it's like I said, if you want to give something to someone that's gonna wow them when they see it, but make sure that they like a little darker fragrance. It's not a freshie, but it is just beautiful. Okay, so that's number two. Now number three is absolutely, positively, without a shadow of a doubt, Jose coffee worthy. And I love how you guys are all mesmerized by my coffee. It's really, really good coffee. Now, La Yuqawan, I've had this for close to a year now, maybe a little over a year, and it's by Rasasi, and this is La Yuqawan, and I have got to get another bottle. This is a clone of Tom Ford's Tuscan leather, and it has raspberry in it, it has leather in it. It's a little on the sweet side, but with that leather, it gives it, you know, it's a masculine scent. So good, guys. Really, really worth getting. And as a present, even better. This one probably is the most expensive of these 10. You'll probably pay somewhere around the $50 to $65 range for this, but really worth it. And then, you know, when you look at the box, look at this. I don't know if this is real wood, but even for 60 bucks, I mean, it's worth it. You pull it out and it fits right in there like that. You know, so beautiful, beautiful present. I mean, if you want to give something to someone that I think they really will enjoy, that's another really good one. It's, like I said, very leathery, a little sweet because of that raspberry, but so good. So, La Yuqawan by Rasasi. I definitely recommend that one. Absolutely Jose coffee worthy. Before we go on, I just want to address something. So I've had several people ask me several questions on this one matter, but I have two things to talk about. One is people always ask me, where am I from? Because they hear Amapiano in the background, and I love my Amapiano, but I am not from Africa. I am originally from New York, and I live now in Tennessee. My brother is a DJ, and he was the one that got me into Amapiano, and I absolutely love it. So that's one. Two is I've been asked quite a bit, how did I lose my arm? And if you want the funny story, I lost it catfish noodling. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It was a really, really big catfish. So that's the story I tell people, depending on how drunk they are. But the real story is, when I was about 3 years old, I put it in a meat grinder. Believe it or not, I did. That's a true story. I put it in a meat grinder in my father's grocery store, and not his fault, not through any fault of his. It's just he took his eyes off of me for like 3 seconds, and that's all I needed. And yeah, so I lost it when I was 3. Am I right-handed or left-handed? I don't know. It doesn't matter by this point. So, you know, you guys have asked me that several times, so I just figured I'd let you know. I'm fine. I don't even know that I have one arm. Most of my friends totally forget all the time. They ask me, you know, when we go bowling, so what hand do you bowl with? And I'm like, really? Seriously? And they feel like they're an idiot, you know, but nobody, after you know me for maybe half an hour, you will totally forget that I have one arm, because that's how I roll. So anyway, I hope that answers your question, guys. So let's move on to the next fragrance. Next. Now this one is a clone of Armani Code or 1 Million Elixir. You get different perspectives on it, but this is also by Lattafa, and this is Hayaati Gold, okay? And it's actually Hayaati Gold Elixir. This is the box that it comes in. Again, really, really beautiful. How they sell these things for like 40 bucks with these presentations is beyond me, but they do. The bottle sits right in there, okay? And then once you open it up, this is the bottle, okay? Now this has grapefruit, peach, vetiver in it, and oh, so nice. It is fruity, it's smooth, a little powdery, very, very nice. I like it a lot. I don't wear it as much as I should, but it's because I have like 300 fragrances, so I have such a freaking choice to choose from that I don't tend to grab, you know, these as much as I should. I might wear this tonight, you never know. But look at that, really, really pretty, very, very nice. And the scent is just really, really good. Now, the next one needs no introduction, is also Jose coffee worthy. Oh, so Jose coffee worthy. And this one, believe it or not, is probably the least expensive one that you're gonna find on this list. And you probably have this already, but again, as a gift, it's really nice. The box, not such a big thing, you know, it's not like the La Yuqawan or the Pride for sure, But you know, it's a really pretty box. This is what you get. And this is Asad by Lattafa. Now, Asad by Lattafa has pepper, tobacco, coffee, and iris in it. This is the bottle, which, depending on who you talk to, it's either really gaudy or it's either really pretty. I love the bottle. The only thing I don't like is that, you know, depending on how much you use it, you're gonna start just rubbing off that gold in there, okay? But it's the juice that counts, and the juice in this, guys, is beautiful. Oh, it's so good, and it lasts a very long time. I on close, I kid you not, on close, you could put it on at 8 at night and then, you know, go out, party, wake up at 10 in the morning the next day, and you'll still be smelling it on your clothes. That's how strong it is. So be careful with the sprays. But as far as the scent itself is concerned, it is just a gorgeous scent. It does smell like Sauvage Elixir, but it's, to me, it's a little smokier. Has, you know, not that it has more depth, but it's a little smokier. Now, nothing can beat Sauvage Elixir. Even when we're talking about performance, Sauvage Elixir will last for days. But it's expensive. You're paying like $150 for a 50 ml. Whereas this, you're literally paying $25 for a 100 ml. And it's totally worth it, all right? If you want to give a young, you know, by young I mean 20, 22, 23, or anybody really, but for them, this is a really nice one, because they probably do wear Sauvage and can't afford Sauvage Elixir, although you never know. So that's Asad by Lattafa, okay? So let's talk about the next one. The next one is one that I've had for a while, and I absolutely love. Now, this, my brother said he wanted to buy his girlfriend an anniversary present, and, you know, what would I recommend? And I told him, get her this, because the presentation is gorgeous, and you're gonna pay, depending on the time and the hype, right now I think it's about $45 to $50, and that is for Lattafa's Khamrah. And this is the box. I mean, look at that. And then you open it up, okay, and Khamrah, just put it here for you. Khamrah sits right in there. Now look at that, all right? For the amount of money you're spending, the presentation is just gorgeous, really pretty. And like I said, right now, you could probably even find it for somewhere around the $35 to $50 range. So if you want to get somebody a really nice Kilian's Angel Share clone, this one is a very good one. Now, this has been touted as being a Kilian's Angel Share clone, but it does its own thing. It has the same DNA as Kilian's Angel Share, but it's got so many other things going for it as well. It is way sweeter than Kilian's Angel Share, way sweeter. So I would say it's inspired by Kilian's Angel Share, and then they went and did their own thing, because, you know, that's how it is with this one. Now, a couple of things. It is a beast. So don't spray too much, because, you know, you're going to choke people out. The other thing is the cap. Now, the cap, mine just sits there now. But when you get the cap, don't pull it off. Twist it off, right? And I think I lost that piece that was inside the cap itself, because now it just sits there and, you know, it'll just come off right off. But I don't care, because I'm constantly popping it open anyway. Really pretty, very sweet, lots of vanilla. It's like kind of a honey bun kind of feel to it, but, you know, not in that same realm, but, you know, that buttery sweetness kind of feel to it. But a gorgeous scent. But if you're looking for Kilian's Angel Share, like an exact duplicate, which I have 4 of them now, and I haven't found one, well, maybe one that's come closer, this is not it, but it's, like I said, it does its own thing, and it's just really a great fragrance, guys. Recommend it totally, especially as a gift for someone. Next one. Now, the next one is a Tuscan leather clone, and this has been discontinued, but I figured I'd show it to you anyway. You can still get it, and it's going to run you right now somewhere between $35 to $40. It'll probably get more expensive as time goes on. Now, it does come in this box, and it is Toscano leather Eau de Parfum by Maison Alhambra, okay? And, you know, they stole the Tom Ford box, and they stole the Tom Ford bottle. And that's why it's being discontinued, because Tom Ford told them, stop it, all right? We don't like that you are just stealing our you know, look and feel, and let alone the smell. Now, this one is very, very nice. Smells a lot like Tuscan leather. Doesn't, yeah, smells a lot like Tuscan leather. Between this and Rasasi La Yuqawan, I will always recommend La Yuqawan more. But this one, for the price and the presentation, is not a bad present to give to someone if you're looking to give a present. It's really very, very nice. Does have quite a bit of staying power. I mean, on my skin, I get about 4 hours out of it, but I've seen where people talk about it and they say, oh, I get 6 hours out of it. So it just like, always depends on your skin, but very, very leathery, not as sweet. It doesn't have that kind of sweetness that La Yuqawan has, but still very, very close to Tuscan leather. I definitely recommend that one. Now, the next one is a clone of Parfums de Marly Sedley. Doesn't look anything like it, but the presentation is another one that is just really, really gorgeous. This is, oh, got a little bit of dust on there. Hate the dust. But Maahir Legacy by Lattafa. I should have just called this a Lattafa fragrance clone video. But this is what it comes in, okay? It's a huge box. Look at this thing, all right? And then you pull out the top, all right? And then this little flaps up, and it's got a ribbon and everything, and the bottle hangs in here. So again, really, really nice presentation. I don't think you can go wrong with this. It's not gonna break your bank at all. I have gotten compliments on this one like crazy. This is, people are constantly telling me that I smell really good when I wear this. So hold on, oh. Yeah, get that back. And again, this is the bottle. Little hokey bottle. Now, because it tapers off into this very slim bottom, be careful if you have like a little rickety shelf. You may not want to put it on there because it can fall. Heavy, heavy box. Like you could grab it like this and just beat the crap out of somebody because it's that heavy. But man, does it smell nice. It's a freshie to me. I think you can get away with wearing it year round, but for the most part, oh, it's a freshie. It just smells so good. I just love it. Oh, now this has spearmint in it, and you smell it. It's very, very minty, really, really nice. So far from what I've seen, it's the closest to Sedley as far as a clone is concerned. I haven't seen any other Sedley fragrances that people talk a lot about the way they do about this one. Staying power on this one, really, really good as well. And compliment factor, really, really good as well. So that is Maahir Legacy. Let's go on to the next one. Now, the next one is another Khamrah clone. Now, to me, this one comes closer to Khamrah. I mean, this one comes closer to Kilian's Angel Share than Khamrah does. Like I said, Khamrah just veers off into its own thing, and it becomes super, super sweet. And, you know, so if you're this masculine macho guy that has black jackets and you drive a motorcycle and you want to just be seen as this macho guy, you probably wouldn't like Khamrah, okay? I mean, if you're confident and you just like wearing what you want, you wear it, because I do. But, you know, there are some guys that are just like, no, that is not for me. It's too sweet. So make sure you check with the person you're buying for before you go get them something like this. This is Sharaf Blend by Zimaya. Okay, and Zimaya, if I remember correctly, is an offshoot of Afnan. Now, this bottle is very, very pretty, really kind of close to the look and feel of Kilian's Angel Share, and the box is absolutely gorgeous. So that's what I'm trying to get to you guys, like not spending a lot of money, giving something that when they open it, they're going to be like, oh, wow, this must have cost you hundreds of dollars, and it didn't. You could say, yeah, it did, but it doesn't. And so when you open the box, it opens like this, and Khamrah sits in there. I mean, not Khamrah. Sharaf sits in here. Okay, so you can tell the presentation is very, very pretty. The box is magnetic, so it just closes like that. So that's Sharaf. It is, to me, a little closer, especially in the dry down, a little closer to Killian's Angel Share than Khamrah is. It lasts for a while. On my skin, I get like 4 hours out of it, and then that's it. It becomes more of a skin scent. But in those 4 hours, the scent is beautiful. Really, really nice. I think that if I had to choose, if I had to choose between these, I wouldn't, because, like I said, Sharaf smells closer to Killian's Angel Share, but I really, really enjoy Khamrah as well. So you're good with both, but if the person you're giving it to doesn't like super, super, super sweet fragrances, then I would go with Sharaf Blend, okay, by Lattafa, because this is not as sweet, but it still has that Killian's Angel Share DNA, okay? And then last and not least, the most complimented fragrance I own. I kid you not. I mean, women go crazy over this one. So if you're a woman and you want to give it to your men, you may not want to give it to your men, because then women are going to be like, what are you wearing? Which happens to me all the time. I was working 2 weeks ago, and I had put this on, and I was helping 2 female customers, and I'm showing them where something is. And as I'm walking in front of them, I hear the one right behind me tell the one right behind her, he smells really good. And the one right behind her says, oh yeah, he does. You know, so it's that kind of a compliment getter. It's really, really good. I've told you guys some other stories about it. And the presentation is really, really nice as well. And that is Lattafa Oud's Amethyst. Guess who? Lattafa. So this opens up like this. Amethyst sits right in there. Okay, and it's really, really nice. The bottle is pretty. It's like a matte purple finish. And this is a clone of Initio's Atomic Rose. I'm sorry, I have a really bad cold, so I'm just trying to make it through this video. The cap is very, it has some weight to it. The bottle, I think, is beautiful. It looks a lot like Atomic Rose. And man, is it jammy. It's a jammy rose with oud in it. And that combination of the rose and oud is what, to me, makes it more masculine. I have Infinity Rose, and I believe that's by Maison Alhambra, which is also Lattafa. But Infinity Rose doesn't have that oud in it. So it does have the rose in it, but it's a little bit more feminine. Because of the oud in Amethyst, or they call it agarwood, it's more masculine. And guys, I kid you not, this is a compliment beast if you wear it well. You know, you have that confidence. It's got Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose. It's got vanilla, pepper. Okay, so you can't go wrong with this. It's really nice. And I think this one is still under $40 to purchase. So that is another great present to get. So that's 10, you know, that I think are really, really worthy. I mean, just look at that bottle. Gorgeous. So that's 10 that I think are absolutely worthy of purchasing for somebody or yourself. I mean, if you want to have a really nice looking bottle on your shelf, you want to have a nice presentation, these are really good. Now, Amethyst is definitely unisex. Khamrah, absolutely unisex. Sharaf Blend, absolutely unisex. Toscano Leather, Asad, those I would say are more male than female. Legacy, a woman can wear that. Fahkhar, a woman can wear that. Eternal Oud, I think a woman can wear that. And Hayaati, I think a woman can wear that. You know, but that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this video. I was trying to think of something creative to do that's not like every other, you know, top 10 fragrances and stuff. Christmas is coming. You guys want to buy some gifts for your friends or for your significant other. These are some great smelling fragrances that are going to look good when you give it to them, and they're going to think you spent a lot of money on these things. So, you know, I hope this helps, guys. If it does, please do me a favor. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. And as always, You guys make sure that you be safe, you be loved, and I will talk to you later.